Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I have my trusty sidekick, and we're working on the Lexus once again. On the hood, we did a little bit of wet sanding, color sanding to turn that around. Horrible condition, it looks incredible now. The back quarter here, we used the rotary polisher and a wool pad. That did a fantastic job. The only thing left is to attack this door with all those scratches with a dual action polisher. And we're gonna see what that tool can do on this horrible door here. Let me bring you in close so you can see the damage. The center caps for the wheels did come in. However, they are for the wrong wheel. They are chrome. So I'm going to keep them snapped on until I find and order the correct ones, but it looks a hell of a lot better than having the bare hubs exposed. We'll come in and walk closer to the door. You'll see those scratches. That was a bad puppy that did that, not you. But these here were all the way back through the rear quarter, and still a little bit left there that I didn't get. The rotary polisher took care of that, except for some that I have to do some touch-up that were through the paint. On this door, let's see what a dual action polisher, a microfiber cutting pad, and we'll pick out a combination for it. We'll pick out a team. Matter of fact, I threw together the team, the XFE 715 Flex polisher with an Americana Global cutting pad, microfiber, and we'll add the Cut Max cutting compound from Sonax. Let's see what it can do. If you feel the need that there would be a trim piece or maybe the door handle or something that needs to be protected from the backing plate or the pad, now is a great time to do that. You can do that really quickly. You don't have to tape it like you're painting the truck. Just throw some tape up on there. Okay. If I were to have done this off camera by myself, I would have color sanded these areas, wet sanded them, cut to the chase, and just polished out from there like we did on the hood video. Not everybody's comfortable with wet sanding. Not everybody's comfortable with using the rotary and a wool pad on soft paint like we did back here. So this is kind of the only option left. Now, granted, there's going to be many more passes. It's going to be harder on the clear coat because we're really going to be spiking temperatures. But let's get started with this. Shake up your compounds and polishes, obviously. Now let's work this section right here. See what type of improvements we can get. Prime the pad. Let's get a little bit more. We're going to need some help from, oh look, a smiley face. So we'll put the polisher between the 3rd and the 4th speed setting. I'm going to be using a little bit more pressure than usual because these, as we found out back here, these scratches are pretty deep. So we're going to have to get a little bit aggressive. And we do have this flared sort of fender well to contain with, to deal with. So we're going to have to angle the polisher in different ways. Takes a little bit more time. Okay, so that was equal to 2 passes. We went from left and right, now up and down. We're going to wipe off the residue. Now, to be fair, we did have to make 2 passes back here with the rotary, so let's not expect the dual action polisher to get rid of all of those marks or have the results where we want them to be in just 1 pass. But we do want to wipe off the spent residue, clean the pad, fresh polish on there, and the second pass will be more effective. But let's wipe off the residue here. Bring it in closer so you can see there is improvement, absolutely. So we're going from that to this here. See if I can get it to. So as you can see, there's quite a few left over there. I'm still not happy with that. We had to do the exact same thing up here, so let's take a second pass. Let me clean off the pad, load it up with some more of the Sonax, and get right back to work on that second pass. Before I clean off that pad, I wanted to show that to you. That's just from that little section right there. The car has been awash with a strip wash. It's been deconned. This is hard water deposits, traffic film, and spent clear coat and oxidation. And this gets pulled up off of the surface onto your pad. It will mat down the fibers, or if you're using a foam pad, it'll clog up the perforations. Clean out between every pass when you have a vehicle this bad that has been neglected for so long. Much better. No, it's not a new pad anymore, but we have the fibers standing up and waiting for some new product instead of being matted down and caked with spent clear coat, hard water deposits, and traffic film. Round 2, coming right up. Dealing with the curvatures in body panels, smaller polishers also help to get in there. But if you angle this the right way, you're going to be perfectly fine. And again, look what we have pulled back up onto the pad. Just to show you. Let's wipe off the residue. Much, much better. Bringing out the reflection, which is crisp, and the gloss actually takes away from the attention of some of the deeper ones, which we won't be able to chase after, because if it's through the clear coat, there's only one way then to repair it properly, and that would be to sand it down and respray it. Not going to be an option here. Most of this paint is in original condition. We're going to keep it that way. I think only the front fender was repainted, and there's a small section in the back hatch that was painted. Everything else is pretty much original. One thing to keep an eye on, you could do another pass if you want to, and there's room to do that. And one sign that will tell you that you can is if you're looking up here where we haven't touched it, you can see a little bit of the orange peel effect. That is check texture on the paint that's natural from factory, and there's still some here in this area. Now it's starting to get flat a little bit, so one more pass and I would call it quits. We're going to do a measurement, but it's one way visually you can tell if you have some room to cut a little bit more, is if you got a little bit of the texture orange peel effect left over. When it gets to be perfectly glass smooth, stop. All right, how much clear do we have left? We can also use this. This will also tell us a story on how much clear might be available on the surface. Where we haven't touched it yet, we're at 4 mils. Where we've been polishing it, we are at 3.9, 3.9, 4, let's go back over here, 4.3. So a couple microns we've shaved off of the area, but there's still room for one more pass. Let me bring you in and show you what it looks like at this point. As a whole, you're standing back here, it just looks so much better. This is at about 3 to 4 feet away. Somebody walking by would never know that those scratches existed. It's not until you go up close at a perfect angle with the sunlight, the perfect amount of natural sunlight that you would see, that there still are some deeper ones there. I can't just walk away and leave half the door not corrected, so let me go ahead and finish that for you. We'll take a look at the finished product when the door has been corrected all the way across. We are not done yet. The cutting step obviously will leave a bit of hazing behind. You're going to have to finish. You're going to have to do that finishing step. So grab something in the category of an ultra fine pad, a finishing polish or a cleaner polish, and then we're going to stick with the flex as well. Final wipe down after your finishing polish. I'm going to swap over to a towel that has a plush nap, 300 to 500 GSM, no edges. We're getting to the point where I don't want to do anything to mess up the area we just corrected, because we can't go any further. I don't want to go any further anyway. And then, it just causes more work, and the job takes longer. Let's get rid of this tape. You did probably notice I worked with a finishing polish. The cycle time is incredibly long, so you can finish the whole door here. No need to break it up in sections, worrying about is the finishing polish going to dry out. That won't happen if you're using a quality finishing polish. Got the tape off of there so we don't get the adhesive up into the towel. Really creates a mess. I just have to get the smaller polisher and the rotary extension to get in behind the handle here and polish this handle out. But very pleased how that turned out just using the dual action polisher. But look at the improvement. Yeah, there's some deeper ones in there. You're not going to see them unless you're at the perfect angle. Huge improvements, and this soft Lexus paint is looking gorgeous. Once again. Okay guys, shop manager is ready to pack it in for the day. Yeah, I know you're tired. Dual action polisher. You can get them anywhere nowadays. You can get them at part stores, you can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Harbor Freight. You can do this. You pick up a car, whether it's from the auction or you buy one for yourself to keep, you can turn around the paint just like this. Just follow my videos, follow what I do, and you can get your vehicle looking incredible, no matter what shape it's in. There's going to be some damage that is through the clear coat, and there's only one way to repair that. But yeah, so we've done wet sanding, we've done the rotary, we've done dual action polisher, and all three will get you where you want to go. Some quicker than others, some faster than others, but all results are the same on this one. Gorgeous. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I'll catch you guys in the next video. You ready to go bye-bye?